And welcome to the Writer's Life, a place where you get the sights, sounds, smells, tastes of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button and tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one thrilling video. Oops. I fucked that up? No. Edits for the plumber. Steve Jobs book that I wrote like 2 years ago. Still hasn't come out yet. So, the travel life meets the writer's life. So, you might think like when I'm on these adventure travels with Intrepid Adventure Travel, that I don't, where would I find the time to get any kind of work count in? But I did. Last year, the proof was in the pudding when I went to Turkey and traversed the entire country. I did like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 750 word nonfiction pieces, like ghost pieces, for the influencer I freelance for out in LA. I also did three, maybe two or three, maybe four. I think it was about three. Let's call it three. 1,200 word articles for a glossy magazine. What the hell? Strategy magazine. Only one of which is. I mean, they were all approved and I got paid, but only one of which has come out so far. I mean, plus I was writing some fiction, so like I was just like nutty, crazy, busy, with no sleep and whatever. On some occasions, I was like writing with my laptop in the vehicle, bouncing around. Like I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So just a little bit of advice: if you're traveling and you expect to get in the word count, be realistic about it. You're going to be busy all day, so like be realistic. Like if your normal word count is 2 to 3,000 words, maybe you'll be doing 500 to 1,000 words. You'll have time because there's always like dull periods, and there's even opportunity. Like this is Intrepid. Like it's not like a normal tour type thing. Like if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. You just stay in your hotel room for the day and write. Especially if you have a deadline. That's why I use them. Because you need a guide through these places, and these guys are really good. You should also use your downtime, meaning like long flights. Like it's 12 hours to Istanbul. No, I mean 12 hours to Cairo. I'm going to Egypt next week, so like I leave on Sunday morning at dark 30, so that I'll have 12 hours in the air. And then I'll also, when in Egypt, I'll be taking an overnight train at some point, maybe even two of them, plus other train rides. So I could use those opportunities. But here's the thing for me personally, I like to sleep when I'm on a plane because I know damn well I'm not going to get a whole lot of sleep for the 2 weeks I'm going to be there. Same with the train. That's usually when I choose to have my downtime. Meaning, like I get my rest or whatever. But there's no reason you can't steal a few hours, or even a couple hours out of that 12-hour plane ride. And there's no reason you can't steal, a couple hours, maybe in the late afternoon and early morning on the train. There's another note I wrote here and I can't fucking figure it out. Oh, try to establish like a little bit of a routine, meaning like, when you wake up. Believe it or not, when I wake up, even on these adventures or whatever, like I'll try to go out for a jog, which isn't always the smartest thing because sometimes it's dark 30, and like I can remember running in Ukraine in the dark, wherever I went, and I didn't run in Chernobyl, but but like in Kiev, I ran, and wherever else I went, Transnistria, Moldova. And last year in Turkey, I ran almost every day. I found a way. But what you got to watch out for, and this happened in both Cairo when I went to Egypt 10 years ago, or 11 years ago, at the tail end of the revolution, whenever that was. Um, I got surrounded by a pack of wild dogs in Cairo, and a soldier came out and started banging them on the head and stuff. And he's like, "Don't ever go out for go out of the hotel for a run at this early in the morning because it's dangerous." And I was like, "Yeah, you betcha I'm not. You don't have to tell me twice." And the same thing happened in Cappadocia last year. I was running along this path, like under this tunnel, and I started hearing some dogs coming, barking, and all this. I was like, "Holy shit!" So I turned tail, like and ran back. I made it without being scathed. So watch yourself. But then, like, say, like right after that, I shower up, and then like maybe I'll write a couple hundred words over breakfast. You um, don't be afraid to use your high tech. The shit's there for a reason. It's been developed for a reason. Like, don't be afraid to like use your proofreading software. If you're blanking on ideas, it's perfectly fine to use ChatGPT to help come up with writing prompts or ideas. I usually don't need it, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, don't have it writing your article, but or your fiction piece, because that is cheating. But there's no reason you can't use it for ideas or something like that. But I mean, just look at it this way. I mean, would you give up your laptop um, for a manual typewriter, a laptop that's got Microsoft Word on it and spell check and all that stuff, grammar check? Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of manual typewriters, and they're very romantic, and I like to use them sometimes just to make notes or whatever, just because it's fun. But I'd never give up my laptop. And would I give up the internet when it comes to like researching and coming up with different languages and stuff like that, or would I just instantly, or would I prefer to walk to the library, try to sift through everything like the old days? I mean, there's some romance to that stuff still, but you got to be practical, because words equal money, and the faster you can put them out, the better. All right, so that's all I got for you today. I just wanted to talk to you about what it's going to be like for me traveling and writing. Of course, I can write anywhere. I can write, I don't need a dedicated space or anything like that. I can write as soon as I get to the airport on Sunday morning. I'll set up shop in the bar, and I'll write then. I'll write a few hundred words, I'm sure. And on the plane, like I said, I'll do a few hundred words, but mostly sleep. And then I got 2 days before the adventure begins, so I'll get like almost like a normal word count in, unless I decide to do something special, like maybe tour some really obscure pyramids, which is a distinct possibility. All right, that's all I got for you today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, God willing. Ciao, ciao.